I've been wanting to show you guys my tent, but the curb appeal just isn't so great right now, so I didn't want to show it when it wasn't at its best. I'm a little bit OCD about stuff like that, so I'm going to show you what it looks like right now, and then I'm going to sort of do an extreme makeover tent edition Johnston to show you what it looks like after. It's probably going to take me a couple days to do this because it's a lot of picking up grass and weeding and stuff like that, so yeah, but it's gonna look a lot better, at least if I can pull out what's in my mind right now. But after I get that done, then I'll be okay with showing you guys my tent. I mean, there's really nothing to it, but it's gonna look a whole lot better after this is done. What the outside looks like now, not so great. A lot of roots and grass and just overgrown, doesn't look very neat. So by the end of tomorrow or this weekend, I hope, it'll look great. It'll look amazing. And I'll be confident in showing you what my place on Johnston looks like.
Much later.
This Sunday, I finished my yard yesterday, which is, I guess, a week and a day after I started it. It took way longer than the 3 days I envisioned. But it looks much better. I picked every piece of grass, or every little clump of grass, since it's all sort of bunch grass here. Picked all that by hand, all around my front and backyards, or side yard, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. Trimmed up some trees. Moved all of the sticks and other refuse from my lawn, yard, and then arranged all of the rocks that were just sort of strewn about. So yeah, now I will show it to you in all its glory in traditional extreme makeover fashion. Lightning McQueen, move yourself. Ka-chow. And now with that out of the way, I can show you around the property and inside the tent. It's not much, but it's honest living. So I have just some stuff that I found around here. I found this light casing thing washed up on the beach and sold brick. Buoys and such. Just there's a bunch of shells mixed in here. Some old bottles that I found while diving. It's an old Budweiser bottle. Little coffee cup. This big buoy I just found behind my tent. This sign used to be in the ant cave, but it kept hitting me on the head whenever I would get candy out, so I took it down and latched it to my tent so it could never hit me in the head again. Here's some cactus that I gathered just the other day, so I don't know if those are really going to do anything, but maybe they will. And I cleared out all of this area of grass. This was my backyard where I have my clothesline set up so I can hang up my laundry, and there used to be a bunch of little shrubs and stuff here that kept grabbing my sheets and whatever while I was hanging them up, so that was not what I wanted, so I took all of those out. Here's the little solar shower station, which I broke the nozzle off, or not the nozzle, but I broke the handle off probably like second week, so I haven't used this. I just take showers in the ocean. But yeah, so if the next cast member that gets my tent wants to use this, I'll have to fix that, I guess. I mean, it still works. It's in the on position. You just have to keep this hanging up instead of, it used to just hang down and it could be turned off, but that is no longer possible. There's the back entrance to my tent, but we'll go through the front. Usually hang my shorts out to dry up here, my towel. Just have a chair out here with part of my Halloween costume. I don't really sit in this chair, it's just sort of here. Here's just some treasures that I found over my time here. I just sort of throw them here. Some more bottles, Lightning McQueen that you just saw. All sorts of other stuff, glass and shells and coral. This other car. A bunch of glass. These are porcupine fish spines that I took off of a dead porcupine fish that washed up on South Beach. But yeah, and here's the tent. We had really strong rains and winds in the first couple months, so I left the rain fly on that entire time. It does make it a little bit hotter, but it hasn't really bothered me. It's getting colder here at night. I mean, not cold by any means. It's like 74. But with the wind, it gets kind of chilly, especially if you're just always in just shorts. So that gets kind of chilly, especially at night when we're watching a show or a movie or something. So it's all right that I kept it on. It keeps out some of the wind, so that's nice at night, and I stay a little bit warmer. Yeah, the last cast member, Eric, that had my tent, put this piece of paper towel here to keep out any larger bugs like centipedes out of my tent, and that piece of paper towel has lasted me the entire time. It ripped a little bit, but I haven't had any centipedes in my tent. I wouldn't say I wish that I wanted them, but I do like holding centipedes and catching them, so it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. But I'm glad that I didn't wake up with one biting me or anything like that. But yeah, that stayed here the entire time. The only bugs that have really been in my tent are little German cockroaches that just sort of follow me in through the door, because they always will just sort of sit on here, and whenever I open this up to go outside and brush my teeth or whatever, then they'll just run in. And also ants, because they can get right in through this mesh, especially little monomoriums. But yeah, here's my tent. I have a bin over here with a bunch of dead stuff in it that I collected. Just kept some of that stuff in here. Have some whitetail feathers, whitetail tropic bird, as well as some red-tail feathers that I found on dead birds or just at old nest sites. The booby skull, an urchin, little boxfish, dried out body, little filefish body. Yeah, and then a big bottle and a oh, my mind is blanking. Some telephone poles. I'm blanking. I can't think of what they're called, but again, I'll throw it up on the screen if I remember the name. It's just a insulator. There you go. Got it. See, over here I have my dishpan. Johnston. Living on Johnston makes you not think of things a lot. So if I misspeak, forgive me. I've been talking to 4 other humans for the last 5 months, and they don't really care if I get anything wrong, and I don't really care if they get anything wrong, because we're all just sort of mumbling around, not knowing what's going on. But that is a dustpan, not a dishpan, and I use it to get all the sand up, because there's a lot of sand that accumulates in here from me walking in and out. I got my fire extinguisher. This is my Go bucket. It just has everything that I need if there's a emergency that I can just get in and leave. It has like my passport and my wallet and that sort of stuff in it. So if the absolute necessities that I have on here, I can just grab that bucket and go if there is a major catastrophe that happens. Here's my desk. I have my journal that I write in every night. I have some little treasures. Little dress button that I found. Little soccer player, little machine gun, quarter, some other shells. There's a sea turtle scute that washed up on South Beach. Just keep those because I like to look at them. Yeah, chair. Here's my bed. It's not made because I don't need to make it. I don't really use the sheet. It's just there if I get a little bit cold, as I said, with the wind. So that's why I keep all of these, well, except for that one, these windows shut. Then I have this bin over here, and that has like my toothpaste and toothbrush in it and stuff. And I also have like art supplies and other stuff in there. Here's my Pelican case for all my electronics, my camera that broke in the first like 2 months, which was very annoying. Yeah, all my other camera stuff and electronics go in there. The backpack that I've never used, and my tripod. And that basically rounds out my tent. Hope you didn't think you're getting any more than that. There really isn't much here for me to show. Yeah, that's the tent tour. I will show you guys the ant cave next, and then hopefully in the coming days I will also do an entire island tour. Sounds kind of daunting. I only have a month left on island, so hopefully I can get everything that I want to get done. But it's gonna be tough. So yeah, hope I can get it done. Also, don't know what the finger gun thing is. I've literally never done that. But again, on Johnston, new stuff comes out you never know you're capable of. So there we go.